I like the sun, but the heat in this country is something else. Hello and welcome back to my channel. I feel I've been gone for a very long time. Yeah, anyway, I'm here now. I had to tidy up one or two things. You know how it is with life. Yeah, life gets in the way and you need to sort it out like a big girl or a big boy that you are. Anyway, welcome back to the channel. So today's video is going to be like a chit chat kind of video because I just feel like having a chat with you guys. Thank you so much for those of you that newly joined my channel. I hope you're enjoying the videos so far. Of course you're enjoying it, that is why you subscribe. So thank you so much for joining us here. So today's video, like I said before, is going to be a chit chat kind of video. So since I came back to Nigeria from the UK and started posting videos on YouTube, I've been getting different types of comments. Most of the comments are basically people telling me, like, congratulating me for taking the move. Some said it's a brave move. Some said that is what they are hoping to do in the nearest future or in the future. And I get some few comments also saying I must be crazy coming down to Nigeria, especially in this Sapa and Japa era. But I am coming back to Nigeria anyways. Like I said in my previous video, our circumstances are different. Maybe I left the UK because I have found what I am looking for, or maybe I have not found what I'm looking for and I think I will find it here in Nigeria. That is why I'm here. It might be the case. So I don't really understand when I see people or hear people generalizing their opinion about something. Anyways, this video is just to encourage you wherever you are, especially for my friends in the diaspora. No matter where you are, just keep your head up, be steadfast, and know exactly why you're there in the first place. I think if you set your priorities right and try as much as you can to follow those priorities, I think you'll be fine. It's not easy anywhere, even here in Nigeria. Like I said in my previous video again, like I've said so many things already. I enjoy so many things here in Nigeria, and there are so many other things that I do not enjoy. I do not enjoy waking up in the morning and hoping to get to somewhere in the next 30 minutes and I'll end up getting there in the next 2 hours. I do not enjoy not having constant light. I have to supply my power myself. I do not enjoy going out and meeting people and interacting with people and everybody's expecting you to drop something for them or leave the change for them. It's fine to give tips here and there. Sometimes people here in Nigeria think or they feel they're entitled to whatever money or whatever thing they're asking you to do for them. They'll be like, oh, you can do it, so why not do it? Like, what's there? After all, you just go back and you're full of pounds and dollars. Anyways, what I'm basically trying to say is there's no place that is perfect. A place will have so many advantages and some disadvantages. So I think it would be easier to set our priorities and have like an action plan in place and focus on them no matter where you are, even if you're in Nigeria, UK, America, anywhere you are. It is important as a human to have a vision, something that makes you wake up every day, something that pushes you to wake up, something that pushes you to do more. It's important as a human being to have such vision so that you know, okay, there's this goal that you're working towards. For some of you wondering and asking why I decided to come back to Nigeria, especially in this era, I am here because I want to be here. It is a decision we made as a family to be in Nigeria this time in order for us to reconnect with our roots and reunite with family. It is important to us as a family at this stage to be in Nigeria, and we are here now and we are having the best time of our lives, especially for my children. I am super proud of them. People ask me like, what was the transition like? Were the children accepting? Were the children happy? How did they cope? The thing is, we started talking about this travel while we are back in England. So it wasn't a thing of, oh, they don't know what to expect. They actually know what to expect. But I know living it, the reality might be a little bit different, but it didn't come as a shock to them. So they actually knew what to expect and they have been taking it so well. I'm super proud of them. The only thing is, in school, they feel like the celebrities in school because, yeah, they just got back from England and everybody wants to be their friends. Everybody wants to speak like them. Everybody wants to do like them, you know. So I think they find the attention too overwhelming. Back in England in school, they were just like every other child in the class. They go to school, they meet with their friends, they play and they come back. There's no additional attention to them, which is good to an extent. They enjoy the attention for the first few weeks But gradually, we're like, oh, can these people just stop and just, act normal around them? They just want to go to school, sit in class, listen to their lessons, and come back home like they would normally do in England. So that's one thing. That's one aspect they have to deal with. I don't think it's a bad thing as such. So far, they have been enjoying it. And one particular thing that struck me was when my first daughter said when we got to the airport, seeing so many black people all at once in a particular space was kind of awkward for her. She said it felt weird, it felt awkward. That was her word. And it struck me because obviously she's African, she's Nigerian, she's like, we are black and brown. Our color is black and brown, or whatever color you call it. Does my daughter think she's now white and she's not feeling welcome, or she's not feeling at ease in the midst of people like her? This is part of why we made this journey, because at some point my children don't see themselves as Nigerians, they don't see themselves as African, they see themselves as white and embracing the culture. And we try as much as we can to incorporate our Nigerian culture in our day-to-day routine. But somehow you can just tell that they are very British than Nigeria. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that is bad, but at the end of the day, they are Nigerians and they are Africans. I feel it's really important to us as parents to expose them to that side of their identity, for them to actually know this is where we are from and this is what we do, this is what we are known for, and be proud of it. So part of this journey to Nigeria is to make sure that they come, see it, feel it, and actually live the culture. So that is part of why we made this journey. I know this might not be an issue to some people, it's like the least of their worry. That's why I said before that my circumstance might be different from your circumstance. So when you watch videos online of people's life, just take it that is them living their reality. It might be relatable to yours in real life because of what you're going through, or you've experienced similar situations, so you might find it relatable. So what I'm basically trying to say is, no matter where you are, try and make the most of it. I am not stopping you from going to England, I'm not stopping you from going abroad, I'm not stopping you from doing any of those. After all, I made the same journey. When I got married to my husband, I had to join him in England. So that was how I found myself in England, and by the grace of God, we've been able to achieve what we achieved, and we feel like at this time in our life we want to come back to Nigeria. Anyway, for those of you asking, like, what is she coming to Nigeria to do? Why is she going back to Nigeria with all the bad things happening in Nigeria? Why is she taking her children and exposing her children to such negativity? If you are abroad, if you're in the diaspora for greener pastures, and you send money back to your country, in this case, let's use Nigeria as a case study. If you're a Nigerian and you travel abroad and you're working your butt off, and you send money back in Nigeria to buy land, you send money to Nigeria to build on that land, you build on the land, you send money to Nigeria to invest, invest in a business or something that will be making you more money in Nigeria while you are over there. And if you build a house here in Nigeria and you have family members here that you send money to, if you do all those things, I don't think you're in any position to tell somebody not to travel to Nigeria, just because if it is not important to you, because at some point in your life you have to retire back to Nigeria. I'm talking to those people that wants to retire in Nigeria. So if you are in this category of people, I don't think you should be telling anybody when to travel and when not to travel, or why are they traveling, and with all the bad things happening. Because I ask myself, the house you're building, or the house you finish building, who will live in the house? Is the house just for fancy? Is the house just there for the sake of it? The business you're investing in, or the business you're setting up, who is going to run it? And when the business starts making money, who is going to benefit from it? So sometimes that's why I said you need to set your priorities right. If Nigeria has dealt with you so much that you feel nothing good can come out of it, and you find yourself abroad for greener pasture, for a better life, and you decided that you have nothing to do with Nigeria, that you don't want to come back to Nigeria, that is fine. So what it means is that you'll be over there, you have your house there, you establish yourself there, you create a life for yourself there, and you live comfortably there. And when you don't visit Nigeria, it doesn't feel like you're missing anything. that's a different thing. I know some Nigerians that live in England that have said they will not come back to Nigeria for anything, like because of what has happened to them. I understand that. Trust me, Nigeria has dealt with me on a personal level. So if it was some people, they will not even make this journey to come back here because of what has happened. But the thing is, at the end of the day, it's what makes you happy, what gives you peace, what makes you fulfilled. If you believe coming back to Nigeria will give you that fulfillment that you want in your life, do it. If you believe staying in the diaspora would give you that fulfillment and peace, my dear, do it. It all depends on what works for you and what makes you happy. Anyway, what I'm saying in essence is, wherever you are, try and make the most of it. There's so many opportunities in the UK. That was where I lived, and I know more about the country. There's so many opportunities in the UK that if you happen to find yourself there and you have the eligibility to live and work there, my dear, you need to take advantage of what the system has to offer. Do your research, ask questions, and take advantage of what the country has to offer. Nigeria has got its own opportunities here too. So do your research, ask questions, and take advantage of what Nigeria has to offer, because trust me, there's so many advantages or benefits, if you like, for living in Nigeria. And being a Nigerian, it's even a bonus for you because you know what to expect, you know the terrain, you know how it works. So it's easier for you to navigate life when you are a Nigerian living in Nigeria, if that makes sense. Anyway, I think I will stop here. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for listening to what I have to say today. And I will see you again in my next video. Bye-bye.
Hey, wanna duet this with me?